I'm Sujantra. Glad to have everybody here. Is anybody here meditating with us for the first time? If you are, oh yeah, one person raised her hand, or otherwise if you are, you could go to the reactions and give a thumbs up or a clap down at the bottom. Okay, 2 people. Great. Well, welcome to everyone who's been here and everybody who's new. Again, my name is Sujantra. I'm the founder of Pilgrimage of the Heart and practiced meditation for many years, so really thrilled to be able to offer 4 meditations a week now on our live stream studio. Tonight's program is a half hour, and towards the end there'll be a beautiful song offered by Atma. When he sings, you can just allow the singing to become part of your meditation. And we also broadcast this on Facebook. And for the meditation on Facebook, I named it Meditation on Creativity. Meditation on Creativity. And I chose that topic for tonight because I was listening to NPR today and a story about a family that bought a tulip farm up in Seattle this year. And the big event of the year is the Tulip Festival, which I think is every June or July or something. It's the whole bulk of their year's business. They bought this tulip farm, and the festival has been canceled. And the fellow that owns the farm was so optimistic. And what he said was, once we saw what was coming, we realized we had to pivot. We had to do something to make it work for us. And the core thought in their mind was that people love tulips. You know, they come to the festival, they love people, but they love tulips. And he thought, okay, we've got to pivot our business real quick. And so basically what they did was they figured out how to get tulips to people in a very inexpensive way. Because I guess if you bought a bouquet of tulips through a florist, it was extremely expensive. And so he and his family figured out how to get tulips all over the country. And it's been able to save him and his business. And so that idea or that feeling that when challenges come, a lot of times we can feel like deer in the headlights. You know, here's the challenges and we just freeze. Because in life, there's those 3 responses to danger: fight, flight, or freeze. And a lot of times if we freeze, it's out of overwhelm. We just fixate on the problem and think, I'm overwhelmed, I can't do this, I can't do this. But with the pivot, I like the pivot because it means that we have to hold ground somewhere. And they did it on the realization that people love tulips. But then the pivot is we have to change directions. We have to do something new. And so that ability to be creative is so important in our meditation life, in our outer life, in our relationships. That pivoting rooted in creativity, envisioning what are we going to do different, and envisioning it, and then ultimately doing it. So tonight's meditation we'll do on creativity. So we'll start, as we always do, with some conscious relaxation, a little concentration. And then when we're in a deeper state of meditation, we'll invoke some of the techniques to cultivate creativity. So beginning, if you're in a real comfortable position, great. If you feel real settled and rooted, spine as straight as is comfortable. And we'll take a couple of shoulder rolls. So as you breathe in, shoulders come forward and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down, linking breath to movement. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back and down. One more. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back and down. And then hands, palms up. this time with the idea of invoking openness, newness, which will play into our creativity. Open and close your eyes a few times. When you close the eyes, shut them tight so your face mushes up. First your lips. Release on the inhale, open wide. Add the jaw into that. And on your next exhale, just gently let your eyelids quietly, gently close. Jaw releases, relaxes. And just begin taking deep, slow inhalations and exhalations. Add in that 1 or 2 second pause at the top of your inhale and after your exhale. Tongue sinks to the bottom of the mouth. Slow breath, tongue relaxed, palms up. Now become aware of your eyeballs. We'll go through one cycle of eye exercises. So keeping your head still, moving just your eyeballs, looking up, down, over to the left, over to the right. Now starting from the right, on an inhale, go halfway around in a circle, go up, and then to the left side, and now on the second half of the breath, circle the bottom on your exhale. Then go back the other way. Inhale, drop down and to the left. Exhale, come over the top, heading to the right. Bring your eyes back to center. And now consciously gazing into the back of your eyelids, looking for sparkles of light, patterns of color. Slow breath, tongue relaxed. Now create a slight contraction in the back of your throat. This is called Ujjayi Breath. Sanskrit word Ujjayi means victorious. So with that slight contraction, you're able to hear your breath. It's the same contraction you do to fog a mirror, often described as an oceanic sound. The wave going in and out, hearing your breath. Now let's focus on sensations. Begin with your body. Feeling your body sitting in a chair or on the floor. Feel those points of contact. Be aware of your clothing. And the sensation of the space that you occupy, that your body occupies. Sensing that. Add in the sensations of sound around you, the sound of your breath. Add in the images, the light, the shadows, the shapes from the back of your eyelids. And allow yourself to sink into this wonderful world of sensation. When thoughts arise, be conscious of the difference between thoughts and sensations. Sensations are immediate, intuitive. What do sensations feel like? What do thoughts feel like? Now we'll turn our thought energy into imagination. Imagine you're in a sea of energy. It can be made of any substance you like, air, water, honey. Feel that each time you breathe in, you draw in the energy, the color from that sea of energy. It starts at the base of your spine. As you breathe in, your spine fills with that energy, that electricity. Breath goes all the way into your brain, lights up your brain. And as you exhale, your body just releases and relaxes, melting into the energy. So more and more identify with the electricity, the light, the energy of your spine and brain. Now shift the visualization a little bit as you draw the energy up through your spine, bring it into your heart. Once it reaches your heart, center of your chest, allow it to spin and energize your heart, your chest. The energy spins in your chest cavity. Exhale, releasing. Feel peace in your solar plexus, your navel. Now for meditation on creativity. Simply using your imagination enhances your creativity. So now what you'll do is you'll choose a situation or circumstance about which you need to be creative. It doesn't have to be anything negative per se. You could want to improve something even more, make something even better. Or maybe you need a creative solution, you need a change, you need to pivot on something. And begin first just by repeating inwardly, there is always a solution. There is always a solution. Bring that sentiment and thought into your mind with your breath. And now, whatever the circumstance or situation is, visualize, imagine that circumstance, situation somewhere in your body. It can be deep in your heart, it can be in your navel, in your base of your body, it can be up in your brain. Put it wherever you want, wherever you identify with it in terms of your body. And then make the image really, really small. It's there, but it's not powerful. It can't overwhelm you. It's very tiny. You can also visualize or imagine that you're rising high up above the situation, looking down on it. Like when you're in an airplane, things look small. You get the bird's eye view. So feel this big part of yourself that's able to look down on this circumstance or situation. Keep repeating to yourself, there's always a solution. And then feel that with the power of your breath, you can spin things around, you can move them, you can reshape things however you like. But that's the power of your breath to change circumstances, situations, or your own attitude. you work with this technique, your own intuition, your own imagination will form it, shape a technique that's working for you. If you feel a solution, you might just focus in on that feeling of solution or the imagery of it or the change. So keep going with this technique or go back to any of the earlier ones as we enjoy a song from Atma.
This is a song called, can you hear me? Peace in My Heart. It's by our friend Sita Rose. And I found it particularly in line with what we were talking about tonight, that there's always a solution, that there's that place of peace in your heart that allows you to feel connected, not scared, and allows your mind to slow down and not roam. And so we'll think about the theme of the meditation, the solutions that we're searching for ourselves while we sing the song. Peace in my heart is my home. Sharing the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Sharing the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Sharing the love, no more shall I roam, no more. No more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Sharing the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Sharing the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. 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 Peace in my heart is my home.
And as we begin to transition into the next activity, whatever that is for you, try and hold on to some of the feeling from the meditation. It could be a physical feeling, such as calm breath or relaxation in the body, or an inner feeling that there's always a solution. Maybe you got an insight into a situation in your life. And using the period after the meditation to solidify that. So if you did get some inspirational ideas, maybe write them down, put them to music, do a little journaling, whatever you like to do that's creative, that helps to reinforce what you're feeling inwardly. And I just want to remind people that this meditation, the Tuesday night at 7 p.m. is free. So even though the live stream studio does cost money to go to those yoga classes and the other meditations, this one is completely free. So if you have friends who want to join us for the meditation on Tuesday nights, they would just need to create for themselves a Mind-Body account and then go onto our website and register for this class. So you can share this with people. I'd like to thank Atma for the beautiful song. If you want to know more about what Atma's up to, I think the best way is on Instagram. He's at Sitting Soul, Sitting Soul, Soul. And again, thanks for everyone. We had 23 people here tonight, as far away as Texas and Panama, Central America. So I'd like to welcome everyone. And again, if you do have questions, we got someone from Canada. Nice. And if you do have questions, you're always welcome to type them in, and I can address them before the next class. So thank you all. The light within me bows to and honors the light with all of you. Namaste.